Hello everyone, welcome back to the Power Ranger Vlog. Today's episode was Sink or Swim. And when I mean sink, I mean unison, not sinking like a brick. This episode really did not even make no sense. I get what I was trying to do, but it felt so scattered most of the time. Let's start off with the opening. The museum is having a kids' fossil day where they basically have fun in a little park area and dig up fossils. Which some of the kids were just annoying Kendra. Basically, one was shoveling her sand into a hat just to annoy her, and another group of kids were just using their shovels for sword fighting. They just needed a reason to keep Kendra distracted throughout this whole time. Because obvious it would have been used by anyone else. My mistake. I mean, if Kendall wasn't distracted, she would have paid attention to what was going to happen next and try to stop it. Well, what was Sledge and his crew was doing. His tech monster, I don't know its name at the time. I don't even remember most of their names. He created a bomb strong enough to blow up a whole city. And the monster of the week, a smoke monster. And throughout the whole time, he smokes when his technique means farting. He farts on his opponents as a style of a smoke screen, which is red and not white. Okay? Also, he has the ability to turn his lower half into a snake, which does not make any sense. Unless he spoke with a little bit of a style voice, there was really no point to have a snake on him. And let's focus on what the Rangers were doing. This was mostly focusing on Tyler and Ivan. Finally, Captain Bland has some personality. In this case, jealousy. It started with Tyler buying himself a coat to impress Shelby, and Shelby agreed that the coat looked better on a mannequin than it did on him, since she did say it looked nice. And then Ivan appears in the most stupidest but coolest thing ever. He came in on a horse in knight's armor, which I wanted to say it was cool and stupid at the same time. While people attract everyone's attention. And then Shelby decided, let's try to get Ivan more up-to-date in clothing. So she took him shopping while everyone else drove to the Fossil Fun Day. This is starting the first of the jealousy moments of Tyler. The next up, as soon as he was entering people into the area, there was a giant puddle in the way saying, can you please walk around it? There's a huge puddle in the way. I'm sorry. Ivan comes in wearing the exact same jacket as Tyler. And it's like, oh God, really? Shelby, I know you did this on purpose. Either that or Ivan just picked it out because he looked nice. I don't understand. And Ivan decided to play the chivalry role by doing the cliche of taking his coat off, putting it on the mud pile for people to let people walk. Well, originally just let an elderly woman walk by. And Tyler decided to be an ass and just let everyone walk through quickly, ruining the coat, which... well, at least it's showing at least a character or something. While doing this, the smoke monster and the tech monster, well, like I said, I don't know their names. I'm just going to keep calling Smoke and Tech. They put the bomb in Tyler's Jeep. Well, they put the bomb in the Jeep beforehand, but they forgot to set the bomb. They went to the park, set the bomb to explode in 10 minutes, and then the Rangers noticed and started chasing after him with a smokescreen joke. With, as you know, the smokescreen joke, two people trying to tackle the person who caused the smokescreen, leading with the two people grabbing each other. And Ivan ripped Tyler's coat. So now they're even and ruining coats. They chase after them. While chasing after him, Chase said to Tyler, you really need to work together. Which I'm like, you got room to talk about how you and Riley get along. And it leads to the two monsters fighting to get to the pod back to the ship. Which leads to the question, did they use one pod to get down here or two? because it takes one to get in the pod, and yet the two got down here. I'm not explaining that logic. That's just stupid. So yeah, the Rangers morphed, doing their posing like Power Ranger, red or black. Whatever. Well, for me, Power Ranger, black. And then the explosion in the back, which I'm still questioning the logic today. What the hell is going on every time they do the pose? Do they stick dynamite on them before they morph? Or do they have explosive diarrhea farts? Yeah, they do all the fighting. Tyler's trying to handle the smoke monster. While as soon as he gets pinned, Ivan just comes in saving him. And yet then those two are having their teamwork talk, saying that they should actually work together. I was like, that is fast than usual. And Ivan says, besides, red's actually better than gold. Which this leads me to questioning, I want in the comments. Which color is better? Red or gold as a ranger? Which ranger would you want to be? Red or gold? It doesn't even matter which ranger category. It just has to be which is better, red or gold. But yeah, the next thing they do is a finisher, which I called cool at the time, when all 6 rangers are literally hitting them with their own weapons. Each doing a hit and pushing them aside for the next ranger that hit them, leading to, then they produce a new move with the Dino spike. When fusing it together, throwing it, Ivan jumps on top of it, riding it, and it double slashes the opponent, and then the spike comes back, slashing it from behind, which was cool. And tell me who would not actually want to ride on the weapon. Like a surfboard, skateboard. And as you know, giant monster, and we have the Zord battle. This time, only Tyler is piloting the Zord, while the other Rangers are disarming the bomb. We're going to try to get rid of the bomb. But Ivan decided to stand by to help out Tyler. And then we discovered that the 2 Zords can fuse into one, which of course is obvious. The only thing I'm surprised is, this is actually a first for me seeing one main ranger piloting the Megazord by himself. Usually when it's like the main Zord, it's usually like at least multiple rangers. Not just one. Yeah, I know, the 6th ranger can always pilot his own Zord, but that's always the 6th ranger who can pilot their own Zord, not one of the main 5 piloting their own Zord by themselves. But yeah, the Zord fused, they killed the monster, and while at the same time the Rangers were about to get rid of the bomb until Sledge did a smart move, which I considered was cool. He used his growing beam that he uses on the monsters, and this time used it on the bomb, making it so big that the Rangers can't move it. And it's strong enough to blow up a whole city. All they can do is evacuate everyone out. And then Ivan and Tyler had an idea. They flew down, picked up the bomb, and were going to launch it at Sledge's ship. And then I saw the error, which there is no way they can't defend it. The Zord was flying up from Japan. They couldn't even at least edit it to make it look like the United States or somewhere else. It was Japan. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, they've thrown the bomb at Sledge's ship, and the ship took some damage, even though they got rid of the bomb. So they couldn't get rid of Sledge like that. Come on, it's still the early season. We still got about 4 more Rangers to introduce. And it ends with the Rangers having a little fun time at the cafe. Ivan comes in with some food, a nice cheese tuna melt for Tyler, and everyone else gets toasted cheese. And Tyler gives Ivan a new coat, which at least it means that they're being friendly now with each other. And then it ends with, like Nickelodeon, behind its time, with selfies and duck faces. Like I said, this episode is schizophrenic. Why do they need to use the term sink or swim? Yeah, if it's those 2 guys need to work together, but it didn't make sense that it just have to quickly end like that. They were just hating each other, then during the quick battle, they decided, let's work together again. Didn't even say the reason why he even hated Ivan or why he forgave Ivan. It doesn't explain that. The bomb thing felt like it was dropped at the last minute where they just needed to distract Kendall because she would have like, bomb. doing that. But yeah, like I said, it's schizophrenic at this time. But like I said, this is not going to be one of my favorite episodes. Well, that's mostly about my opinion about this vlog. If you want to watch more videos that I'm doing, stay tuned later on where I'm going to be doing creepy reading throughout the month of October. You want a clue what this today will be? Till then, Rasa is signing out.